words can't express how happy we are right this minute. And I'll tell you why. He's jumping about for joy behind me over the far side there because he didn't want to be in the camera. And I'll tell you what an absolute stunning find with the Garrett Apex. Let me turn you around and show you what we have just found because it is absolutely stunning. Right, welcome back everyone. We're back out. We're back out in what we call the monastery field. Now we have been out in the last 3 weeks, but we've only been able to get half an hour here, 20 minutes there because the rain has been absolutely bad. Everything's flooded. So we're back out today. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to show you what we've had when we went out in the last few trips where we only got about half an hour here and half an hour there. So we're going to show you some stunning finds that we had from here and from the other building site over the far back where we had all the Roman coins from. We've had some stunning stuff off there as well, so stay tuned for that. Running the Garrett Apex. We'll give you a little rundown on the settings we'll be using, but me and my boy are just going to be working from here over to there. It may get a little bit noisy because of the traffic is down the bottom there, but as I say, down this end we always seem to find the nice stuff. So right, let's get on, let's have a chat in, and I will see you at the first. Alright, first target, 64, just a wrapped up bit of copper or brass. Oh, we'll find where that is. But as I say, we're just making our way over there, walking really slow, taking it really steady today. As I say, we're just going to walk backwards and forwards, but there's our last target down there. We're going to pick it up, we're going to carry on. Right, so we made a few, been backwards and forwards once or twice. We've just had a few little lead bullets and bits like this. This one was a real high, 74, just a button. But so we've had a few bullets in that, but after finding most of the hammered coins this side, we're sort of sticking to around here. So as I say, you just got to go slow. And I'll tell you what, we're not doing too bad. It's all about getting out and getting some of that fresh air and trying to get fit. And there you have it, just a butt on. 42 on the Apex, and we have a tiny cut quarter, more than likely going to be a Henry II, because we've had a few off here now. Absolute stunning little find. Apex is running really well today, really windy as I say, and what a find. Well, we are starting to get some finds, some decent little targets anyway. Some of the targets we've had have just been tiny little bits of lead and bits of tiny brass. This is our first tone we've had, which is quite a nice high 70 tone there. It's not a deep neither. Thinking maybe a bit of can or something. Right, it's right in front of the core. Let's find out what it is. And just as I thought, bit of can. Hey, how muddy it is down here. Hey. Bit of can, high 70s. It has a tone, so I knew it was a can. It just has a tone. Once you get used to the Apex, you'll know what I mean. The cans have it's like a free tone. That's what that is. Can of Rooney and a muddy pair of gloves. 59 on the Apex, jumped to a 63 as I got it close to the top. We have 1 shilling, but who's on the front? Oh, it's a Victoria. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is stunning. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That looks like as if it's only just been dropped. Oh, get in. Look at this. Look at the portrait on that. Oh, that is stunning. Just working the road edge. Boom. Shakalaka. Look at that. So yeah, as I say, we're just trundling about this bit. Our last target. Now we've had a few of these today. Tiny little 3-ring bullet. There you have it. I've got gloves, but I take them off when I put things in my ankles, my fingers. So there you have it, a 3-ring bullet. Hasn't been too bad. I'm trying to show you as many target ID numbers as I can, but it's just so wet and dirty, and I mean literally it's just mud everywhere, stuck to me, in my ears, in my hair, with what hair I've got left. But there you have it, lovely little 3-ring bullet. So right, me and my boy made it over to the site. Now you can see where they've taken away some of the mud off the hill. Now if you remember, that's where I had all the Roman coins from. All the houses are now almost being built. There's a roadway just over the back there, and as I say, we're just going to work real slow around this bit. We're on to our first tone, bit of a jumpy one. 34, 35, it's right there. Right, let's see what that is. I'll catch you in a minute. We're on to our first target on the building site. It's a bit of a sketchy one, that one. It's jumping slightly. Might just be because it might be the way it's laying, or depending on how deep it is. But right, it's front of the coil. Let's find out what it is, and I'll catch you in a minute. Right, that one was a little bit harder to find. Where's it go? There it is. There it is. Found it, then dropped it. That is that's a bag seal. That's a bag seal. God, that mud is sticky. Yeah, you can see it there. It's a bag seal, that. Right, let my boy give that a quick clean up. See if there's any patterns on there, and we will come straight back. Right, we just give it a little clean up. Boy, just sit there and give it a little clean up. And there you have it. Stunning bag seal, that is. It's got some lovely patterns. We've got loads of bag seals over the time. But there you have it. What a stunning little bag seal that is. Get in. Lovely little find, that. Right, we're going to carry our way just around this part where they've taken the mud away. And he's just going to have a little walk over there, and he's going to see what he can't find over there, and we will catch you at the next. I do have a few people ask me, do I ever dig up any iron? Now, on a site like this, and with most metal detectors, you can actually eliminate most of the iron. Some of the deep iron will sometimes give you a tone, but on a site like this, I always dig almost every tone, even the really, really sketchy ones, and just to prove it, there you have it. Ionicus Balticus. That's what that is. Just an Ionicus Balticus. But I do dig it as well. As I say, on some sites I don't. You can discriminate with the Apex, but on a site like this, as I say, the Romans are quite deep and they're in kind of like a clay mud, so you want to try and get as much depth as you can. So I go for almost all metal mode. I'm not just notching off the first two, multi-frequency mode. There you have it. So as I say, we're just running to the end and then backwards the other way. Bit of a dull one, but as I say, on a site like this, dig almost everything. And what I've done is, because I'm picking up quite a bit of iron ore, I've just notched off an extra 2. So now I'm going to stick with just notching up to 20, multi-frequency mode, as I say there. Ground balancing is a little bit hard in here, so what I'll do is I'll go up on the flat and then ground balance it and come back in here to make it just a little bit easier. And as I say, it's working really well, especially on this clay mud. Bit of a grunty one, that, but it's quite deep as well. Right there, right there. Right, let's let him dig it out and we'll catch you in a minute. Mud's really, really sticky, and I mean proper sticky. I think we could be onto another bag seal. Right, let me let my boy give it a clean up, and we'll be straight back after this. Well, we give it a clean. It ain't a bag seal, it is a hem weight. That's all it is. Just a hem weight that used to go on the bottom of a dress, or sometimes on some windows. They used to go on part of the windows as a weight, but they used to be kind of different. That is definitely a hem weight. Let's carry on. Oh, you see there, a bit of a jumpy one, that one. Wasn't even that deep, just really on the top. Another bit of lead Rooney. Find lots of lead Rooney. Sun's going down now. Getting a little bit late on in the evening, but we're going to carry on. Words can't express how happy we are right this minute, and I'll tell you why. He's jumping about for joy behind me over the far side there because he didn't want to be in the camera, and I'll tell you what an absolute stunning find with the Garrett Apex. Let me turn you around and show you what we have just found, because it is absolutely stunning. Right, now I'm going to show you why I'm so happy. Look at this. I know what that is. I just know I've not turned it over, but that's definitely gold. That's definitely gold. Oh, that's gonna be a. Where is it? Oh, don't drop it. Oh, it's a gold stater. Oh, look at that, it's a gold stater. I've had one of these before. Now I know what that is. That's a Kent gold stater, that is. That's a Kent gold stater. 50 BC to 350 BC, I believe that is. Oh, look at that. Oh, it was a 42 on the Apex. And I'll tell you what, he was just going through a few bits of can, we was just then, but all of a sudden, boom, 42! Get in, look at that. Whoa, what a beauty! Oh, get in, nothing on the back. They don't have nothing on the back. These Kent gold staters, it's just blank. But I tell you what, look at the pattern on that. Oh, let me give that a good clean up. We'll come back in a minute. Oh, what an absolute stunning little find that is. As soon as I turned it over and I saw the back, I just had a feeling. I just knew. I've had 2 of these before, and I'll tell you what, that is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Get in. I'm over the moon. What an absolute stunning little find. Oh, let's give that a clean up. We'll put a few stills up there on the side, but I'll tell you what an absolute beauty. Right, so while we catch our breath, quarter Kent gold stater, get in. We are absolutely over the moon. So while we stop for 5 minutes, we're just going to quickly jump across the pond, go and check out some stunning finds that have been found with the Garrett, with Team Garrett over in America. Steve and Miguel have had some absolute stunning finds. So while we just celebrate our little stunning find, let's jump across and go and find out what they have found and some of their best finds that they have had with their Garrett. Right, we will see you after the break.
So one of my favorite finds with the AT Max is a 1582 Queen Elizabeth I sixpence. I found it over in England. My first trip over to the UK, I was in a big plowed field. It was a blast. I walked up over by Tim and George and they were like, hey, come swing for a little bit. So I came over there and my second target was this coin. It was a Screaming 84. I could not pass that target up and it was an amazing find when I popped it out.
So one of my favorite finds overseas using the AT Max was years back. It was a silver Roman coin. This is 122 BC, I'm told. Emperor Cassius, I believe it was. Really cool. It's got some horses on the back and all that. Pretty good detail, about the size of a dime that we find back home in the States. But I was running the Max and I was digging in a plowed field and I was finding a lot of brass cartridges and lots of bullets, and they were ringing up pretty high tone, 70s, 80s. But I kept digging those and then got another signal, and right there in the middle of all those old spent cartridges and casings, this little silver beauty popped up. One of my favorites.
Absolutely stunning find, Steve and Miguel there with Team Garrett America. I'll tell you what, they've had some stunning finds. They've had a lot more finds as well, and they're just some of their favourite bits that they've had. Onto a 64, 65, and it jumps into a 50. There you go, in the 50 mark there. All right, it's just in front of the coil. Well, then we're going to dig out and find out what that is. But well done, Steve, and well done, Miguel. This is a 54. We're going to dig it out and find out what it is. Oh, I just thought it was onto a Roman then, but it's just a lead button. As you see there, 55s went a little bit higher. I think it was laying flat. Now you see it's mud, 2 different colours here. Now this is from the archaeological site. Now that would have been where water once laid, like the bottom of a pond or the bottom of a ditch, and that would have been a ditch basically. And on the site you can see here the different colours there, and then you can see where over time they just filled it in. And when they dug, the archaeologists, they see these lines like this, and these were old ditches or boundary lines between 2 Roman properties. It went right back to the Iron Age, they believe, as well. But there you have it. That's what I've just had from there. We're going to carry on our way down there, and we'll catch you at the next. 560s. First thought it was a bit of a can. It made the same sort of a sound a can made. So I was thinking the can, just a baton. Finding quite a few batons. Right, before we start today's hunt, I'm just going to show you the finds that we had the other day off the monastery field. Sorry about the noise. As I say, it's really windy and we're we've just come back to the car before we start off. These are things we had the other day. Now this is quite a stunning little find. Not sure what that is. There's some sort of little bird on a platform, so if anyone knows what that could be for, leave a comment in the description below. Because I'll tell you what, at first I thought it might have been hit by a plough which made that, but it's not. There must have been something else on the back there, so we're not sure what that is. We had a buckle, and we had some bullets, and we had this part of a tin can. But I'll tell you what, we didn't really have a bad day the other day. We kept close to the edge. So what I'm going to do is quickly show you for the next 2 minutes the field we're on, play a little bit of music over the top of it because it's absolutely windy, and you'll see me explain how I grid the field from one side to another. So right, these are the finds, as I say, from the other day, and that's the best find that I've had, and that is absolutely stunning. Right, it's absolutely wicked. And as I say, we had a buckle. That buckle was alright, give me a lovely tone. That another button, and that's a Royal Naval button, so I can see the anchor on there, see the gold gill coming through there slightly as well, and a bullet. But I'll tell you what, well, what I'm going to do is just show you the field, play a little bit of music. But thanks ever so much for joining me this week. But sorry I had to do the intro right at the car. It's just so windy, it's absolutely unbelievable. So just wanted to show you what we had. We're going to get on today, got the new wind mic, we're going to get back to the field. Digger's Den Tezza, Little Tezza, and the boy Ollie will catch you at the next. For this bit we had to do a voiceover. So on this field we've had quite a few little hammered coins from this end. As you can see, the field sort of runs down at an angle, and you can see the roadways here, and that's part of the road. Now this road goes way back. As you can see, the hill slightens down. Quite a few silver hammered coins off this part, and as we run up, and as you see, it slightens down this way, and then, as I say, down that way. Really windy down here, but it runs up. And as I say, when I'm gridding, I will work halfway across the field back this way, and then what I'll do is work from the other end of the road back towards where the bag would have been. So I've cut off part of the field, and I've done it long ways and sideways, and then I'll do vice versa all over the field. And I'm gridding this field more because they're going to be digging archaeological site on here, no doubt, before they build the houses. Now if it wasn't houses being built, I wouldn't probably grid it. I'd probably just keep metal detecting it, because as you know, over time things get ploughed up, so it changes constantly. But as this is going to be an housing site, I've actually started to grid it, and I'm finding more parts down this part of the field. So today, before we start off, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going back down to this bottom part, back out halfway, and then working our way backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, right up to probably where the bag would be. But thank you ever so much for joining me. Until my next adventure, this is Digger's Den Tezza, and we'll catch you at the next.